Student, the today topic is that we are going to start a new unit, that is I think unit 6, that is a cardiovascular system. Okay, in this cardiovascular system, that we have to study about that what that hematological system also and cardiovascular system also. Okay, there is a two system is there, and it is the most important expected question can come from this unit. Okay, that before going to that disease condition, we have to see that what is the physical, what is the, I think you people studied in the first year, that is the anatomy physiology, how the heart will work. Okay, what is the structure of work and heart, and how it will the physiology of heart, you studied in the first year. Now first we'll see in this that we have to see the what is the nursing assessment, what we can do, and what we can do physical examination. These things we have to see. The first that assessment of cardiovascular system, in this the first objective we have to, general objective will be there. At the end of the class, the student acquire knowledge regarding physical assessment of cardiovascular system, applies this knowledge in clinical setting in providing care of patient with cardiovascular disorders, appreciate the importance of knowing the physical assessment of cardiovascular system. These are the general objectives. Okay, what is the specific objective in this? At end of the class, the student will able to explain the anatomy of the heart and clarify different part of the heart, enumerate the blood flow through the heart, explain the conduction system of heart, identify normal and abnormal heart sound and electrical changes occur in the heart, and describe the anatomy physiology of vascular system, and explain the process of history taking of cardiovascular system, demonstrate the physical assessment of cardiovascular system. Okay, these things we will see in this slide. Next, first we'll see, just will review of anatomy physiology of heart. Okay, we know the position of heart is a lies in the thoracic cavity. Okay, it is a lies in thoracic cavity, and the posterior end of the heart is apex. Okay, it is posterior end of heart is apex. Broad portion of heart opposite to apex we call as a base. Okay, the opposite part of that heart we call as a base. That is the position of heart. There is a layer will be there, is a pericardium and layer of heart. I think you people know there is a serous pericardium, visceral layer, and epicardium. There is a myocardium layer, endocardium, and pericardial space. In pericardial space only there is a some fluid will be there. Okay, inside of there is a trabecular and serous pericardium, parietal layer also will be there, fibrous pericardium layer, coronary artery and vein is the outside of the heart. This is the layers of heart. Next, there is a chambers of heart and blood flow. We know there is a 4 chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. There is a 4 chambers. Okay. Next, organ associated with heart, there is a inferiorly, if you will see that there is a diaphragm, and that the inferiorly down, superiorly up there is a aorta, superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, pulmonary veins. Anterior there is a sternum will be there, ribs will be there, and the intercostal muscles will be there. And the posteriorly there will be a esophagus, trachea, left and right bronchus, descending aorta, inferior vena cava, and thoracic vertebra. These parts will be there at the posteriorly. Okay, laterally there will be a lungs will be there. Okay, next, what is a blood supply? In this blood supply arterial, there is a right and left coronary arteries will be there. Okay, right and left coronary arteries. Venous, there will be a superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus. Okay, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus. There is a blood supply. Next, what is the blood supply to myocardium? There is a blood supply to myocardium is a aorta, right coronary artery, left main artery, circumflex artery, left anterior descending. These kind of arteries will supply to the blood to the heart. Blood supply to the myocardium. Next, what is the valves of the heart? Okay, the valves of the heart, there is a AV valve will be there, semilunar valve will be there. Okay, AV will, there is a aortic valves. Okay, in this what will be there? There is a tricuspid wall, mitral wall will be there, and the next one is a semilunar wall, aortic wall, pulmonary wall will be there. These are the walls of the heart will be there. Next, what is the circulation of blood? There is a systemic circulation and pulmonic circulation. Systemic circulation, it will takes place in the left side of the heart. Okay, it will takes place in the left side of the heart and receive oxygenated blood from the lungs. Okay, in this systemic circulation what will be happen? It will be present in the left side of the heart. Okay, and it will receive that oxygenated blood from the lungs. Next one is a pulmonic circulation. It will takes place in the right side of the heart. Okay, and is receive deoxygenated blood from the body parts. Okay, it will receive deoxygenated blood from the body part, that is a pulmonic circulation. This you can see systemic and pulmonary circulation, how that heart will carries that deoxygenated and oxygenated blood. Okay, next, what is the conduction system of heart? We know there is a sinoarterial node, arterioventricular node will be there, bundle of his, RBB, left bundle of his, right bundle of his, and Purkinje fibers. How that conduction will be happen? It will be happen in the SA node, sinoarterial node, then it will goes into a AV node, artery, then it will go to the bundle of his, the right and left, and it finally it will goes in the Purkinje fibers. This is the conduction system of heart. Next, this is, I think people said this is a cardiac cycle. Okay, in the cardiac cycle there is a left diastole, both. I will not go in detail because already you studied in your first year. Just you can just, I'm revising, this is the cardiac cycle, how that according to the time period only they will work. Okay, this you I mean that diastolic, systolic, this kind of how when they will pump, that will be come under the cardiac cycle. Heart sound, there will be S1, lub, dub, closure of AV walls, closure of semilunar walls, that sound will become is dub sound, lub dub sound. Okay, abnormal sound is the S3 and S4, murmur sound and brute. These are the abnormal sound. Okay, next, what is the electrical changes in the heart? Okay, there is a depolarization, there will be contraction will be there, repolarization we call as a relaxation will be there, P wave, there is a arterial depolarization will be there, QRS wave, ventricular repolarization will be there, T wave, there is a ventricular repolarization. I think if you people see in the ECG graph, there is a ECG graph, there is a PQRST, and like that there is a one, the graph will become. Okay, that is, there is a contraction, relaxation only, arterial depolarization only, that waves will be formed. If wave form, it means it will, the heart will going like that, electrical changes in the heart. Next, there is a ECG lead placement. There is a 12th lead of ECG. V1 is the 4th ICS at the right margin of the sternum. V2 we have to keep in 4th ICS intercostal at the left margin of the sternum. V3 we have to keep in the midway between the V2 and V4. V3 between V2 and V4. Next, V4 we have to 5th intercostal at junction of the left mid clavicular line we have to keep. V5 at the horizontal level of position. V4 left anterior axillary line. V6 horizontal level of position. V4 at the left mid axillary line. These things, this we have to keep, that leads. Next one is the cardiac output. The volume of blood ejected from the left right ventricle into the aorta and pulmonary trunk each minute. The cardiac output we have to the how much in each minute, the how much blood is ejecting, how much is blood is pumping from the left right ventricle into the aorta. What is the stroke volume? Volume of ejected by ventricle during each contraction is a 70 ml beat per minute, ml per beat. Okay, that is the stroke volume. Next, vascular system, there is a blood vessel, there is a pulmonary and artery and pulmonary vein. The pulmonary artery carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. It carry the oxygenated blood away from the heart, it will go to the body part. Pulmonary vein, it carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart. Arteries and arterioles. Arterioles serve as a major control of arterial blood pressure and distribution of blood flow. Next is the capillaries. The exchange of cellular nutrients and the metabolic end product takes place through these thin valve Blood's thin wall vessels. Veins and venules. Veins are the large diameter thin walled vessels that return blood to the right artery. Next, what is the regulation of cardio? There is the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system consists of the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic is the effect on the heart, okay, and effect on the heart and effect on the blood vessel. That is the autonomic nervous system. In this, there is a baroreceptors. Baroreceptor is in the aortic arch and the carotid sinuses. Okay, baroreceptor in the aortic arch and carotid sinuses are sensitive to stretch or pressure within the arterial system. Okay, it will do the stretch and pressure within the arterial system. Next one is the chemoreceptors. They are capable of causing changes in the respiratory rate. Okay, they are capable to changing in the respiratory rate, and BP is in response to increase arterial carbon dioxide pressure and to lesser degree decrease plasma pH acidosis, and the arterial OD pressure, that is a hypoxia, that is a chemoreceptors. Next, what is the blood pressure? It is a pressure of the blood against arterial wall. It is a pressure of blood against the arterial wall. Systolic and diastolic blood pressure will be there. Systemic BP, maximum pressure of blood exerted against the artery walls when the heart contract, when the heart will contract. Okay. Next, there is a diastolic BP. It is the force of blood exerted against the artery walls during the heart relaxation phase. Corto cough sound. In this, the BP, how the sound will become as a cot cough. 5 type. The first cleric tapping sound heard at the systolic pressure. Second, mama heard in the between systolic and diastolic pressure. Loud crisp tapping sound will be there. Fourth is at pressure within 10 mmHg. Above the diastolic pressure, thumbing and muting sound will be there. Silence when the cuff pressure drop below the diastolic BP, that we call as a cot cough sound. Pulse. Okay, pulse is an alternative expansion and recalling of artery. As the wave of blood is forced through it during the contraction of the left ventricle, the pulse can be felt by the fingers. Okay, the pulse can be felt by the finger on point where an artery crosses a bone close to the surface. Cardiovascular assessment will do that in this. First, how we have to do that? First, we have to collect the history collection. History collection we have to do. In this, what is the history collection? There is a biographic data. Okay, there will be a biographic data will be there. Next is a present health history will be there. Past health history will be there. Next, medication is there, and the surgical history will be there. Okay, surgical history and that functional health pattern. This will be there. In this, first, the functional health pattern, that will the health perception and health management. Okay, health perception means what are the factors which increase the cardiovascular system, like a chest pain, dyspnea, palpitation, etc. What measure are the participating to reduce the symptoms? In health perception, health measure means which factor will be there, which kind of factor will be there because of the person is getting kind of cardiovascular system, like a chest pain, why is getting dyspnea, why is happening, and why it is a palpitation is happening, and what measures are practicing to reduce the symptoms, and what they are doing for reducing the pain. Okay, next, what is a nutritional metabolic pattern? We have to describe your daily dietary take. Okay, what is the present weight? Is there any gain or loss in weight? Does eating cause fatigue and shortness of breath? Okay, does eating will cause any kind of fatigueness, shortness of breath also? That also we have to do nutritional metabolic pattern. Next is the elimination pattern. Do your ankle or feet ever swell? That all this, in this we have to, because if the ankle and swell will be ankle swell, it means there is a fluid is collected. If yes, describe it. Do you have any problem or straining with bowel pattern like constipation? We have to see if any kind of pain will be there, problem will be there while passing the while passing the stool. In activity exercise pattern. Are your activities limited because of your cardiovascular problem? How to do EDL affected by this problems? Do you experience any discomfort as a while during the exercise? Okay. Next, what is the sleep rest pattern? How many pillows do you sleep on at night? How many times night do you awaken to urinate? How many times will you wake up and for the passing the urine? Do you ever wake up suddenly and feel as if you are can catch your breath? Sometimes it will be happen suddenly the person will feel the shortness of breathing while sleeping. That this kind of questions we have to ask from the patient. Sleep rest pattern. Next, what is the cognitive and perceptual pattern? Do you have any changes in your memory? Do you ever experience dizziness? Do you have any difficulty to verbally express yourself? Describe the chest pain that you felt. Okay, in this what we have to see, there is a, do you have any changes in your memory? Okay, and then you have to say that there is a any kind of that your person is feeling any kind of dizziness, and what do you have any difficulty to verbally express yourself? Okay, that is difficult to verbally express yourself. Describe the chest pain that you felt. We have to describe the what kind of chest pain you have. Next, there is a self perception, self concept pattern. Have you ever perception of yourself changed since you were diagnosed with cardiovascular disease? How the self esteem is affected by symptoms? You have to see how the your self esteem, okay, is affected by the system. Your symptoms means you can't able to do your works by itself, by yourselves, and you are finding the some kind of changes, you are finding it. Okay, next one is a role relationship pattern. Describe how this illness has affected the role that you play in your daily life. Okay, we have to say describe how the illness has affected the role with your play in your daily life, and describe how this illness has affected your relationship. Okay, how this illness will affected your relationship also. How have you significant others been affected by your disease? We have to see that how you are significant other than affected by your disease. Road relationship. Sexually reproductive, in this, has your sexual behavior changed? Okay, in this we have to ask, has sexual behavior will change? Do you experience any cardiac related symptoms during intercourse? Okay, do you do any kind of medication you are taking affect your ability to participate in sexual activities? Next is coping stress and tolerance pattern. Do you practice any stress reduction technique? Describe your coping mechanism for stress. Okay, what you are doing for reducing the stress? Do you have cardiovascular symptoms like chest pain, palpitation during stress? This will thing we have to ask. Do you have any kind of stress? You have to see that any kind of palpation during stress. All this we have to see. Okay, next it will be value belief patterns. Value belief pattern is what influence has your value belief system had during your illness? Do you feel any conflict between your value belief system and your planned therapy? Describe any belief that may influence treatment. Okay, we have to see that what influence has a value belief symptoms will be there. Do you feel any conflict between your and belief system? Describe any belief that may influence treatment. What now? Next we'll see the physical assessment. Okay, in this physical assessment, just we have to do the general appearance. General appearance: head, facial characteristic, facial edema, pericarditis, earlobe creases. Okay, head. In this you can see normal earlobe and earlobe creases. Okay, xanthoma. Eyes will be pallor, anemia, jaundice, fundoscopical examination, conjunctival hemorrhage, xanthoma. Whitish lower eyelid may indicate ferritin deficiency. Next, mouth assessment. Cyanotic lip. Cyanosis means there is a bluish discoloration of lip, lesions in the buccal mucosa, palate and lips. That is endocarditis. In this, what will be happen? There will be lesions will be there in buccal mucosa, palate and the lips. Carotid and jugular vein pulses. Instead, what will be happen? There is a jugular vein distension will be there and jugular vein pressure. Okay, this you can say jugular vein distension and jugular vein pressure. Next is a thorax. There is a long axis of heart, long axis of body, apex, base, diaphragm. Okay. In this we have to do the inspection. Like this they are doing. In palpation, identify the intercostal space, angle of Lois, wrist notch readily palpable in the midline of sternum. That's why second intercostal space. Next is locating the intercostal area. It will locating the intercostal area also. Locating the intercostal area. Next one is a percussion. Estimate the border of right and left side of the head. We have to estimate the what is the border of right and left side of the heart. Next is the auscultation. Auscultation is the fifth intercostal space. Okay, it is the fifth intercostal space. S2 is the right second intercostal space. It will be right second intercostal space. S3 and S4 are the abnormal sound. S3 and S4 are these are the abnormal sound. That is the fifth intercostal space. Right second intercostal, and S3 and S4 are the abnormal sound. Next one is a peripheral vascular system. In this the peripheral vascular system there is a arterial inspection. Okay, there is an inspection arterial and venous blood flow. Hand, there is a right and left pulses, clubbing of the finger, splinter hemorrhage, capillary filling time, collateral circulation of hand. This is the peripheral vascular system. Cyanosis, this you can see, congenital defect, heart failure, vasoconstriction, cold environment. This cyanosis we call as a that lack of blood supply in the tissues and cell. Because of this, what will be happen? The cell will become bluish in color. Okay. This is a clubbing of nails. That is because of endocarditis, any kind of congenital defect and severe anemia, it will be happen. Clubbing of nails will be there. Next one is a splinter hemorrhage. Okay, there is a splinter hemorrhage will be there. This you can see. Next is the Allen test. Allen test also we can do for that knowing for that for taking the what is that for taking the ABG analysis. That is the anal Allen test. There is a leg. We have to do the peripheral pulse, cyanosis, cold lymph, edema, calf tenderness, clumping of toes, varicose vein, positive hormone sign. Okay. Next there is a pitting edema or lower extremities of sacral areas. In this what will be happen? There is an interruption of the venous return to heart. Okay, there is an interruption of the venous return to heart, and there is a fluid in tissues. Okay, fluid in tissues. Next is the status ulcer, poor venous return, varicose vein, incompetent venous walls. Okay, in this what will be happen? There is a poor venous return will be there. There will be a varicose vein will be there. Incompetent venous valve will be there. Next is a varicose vein, incompetent walls in the vein. Hormone sound. Okay, if they will do test of the person will get the pain. That is the hormone sign. Test of hormone sign. Calf tenderness. Okay, what they will have that calf tenderness. This is a conclusion for this cardiovascular system. Again I am repeating cardiovascular system, that anatomy physiology that only you people has to see. Just I am revising the what is assessment and physical examination what we have to do. Okay, in this the first is a cardiovascular. The first is a history collection. We have to do the biographical data, present health history, past health history, medication, surgical history, functional health pattern. In functional health pattern we have to see the health perception, what are the factors they are increasing the symptoms, and then what measures they are practicing to reduce the symptoms, and then what is the nutritional metabolic pattern. They describe your daily dietary intake, what your present weight, does eating cause fatigue and shortness of breath. Okay, next we have to see the elimination pattern. Do your ankle or feet are able swelled? If yes, describe it. Do you have any problem or straining with bowel pattern like constipation? Activity exercise pattern, that are your activities limited because of your cardiovascular problem? How do the ADL? Do you experience any discomfort and exercise? Okay, next sleep rest pattern. How many pillows do you sleep on at night? How many times a night do you have waken to urinate? Do you ever wake up suddenly and feel as if you can catch your breath? Cognitive and perceptual pattern. Do you have any changes in memory? Do you experience dizziness? Do you have any difficulty to verbally express yourselves? Describe the chest pain that you felt. Okay, next, self perception and self concept pattern. Have you perception of your self change since you were diagnosed with cardiovascular disease? How the self esteem is affected by symptoms? The self perception, self concept pattern. Next one is a role relationship pattern. Describe how the illness has affected the role, your play, your daily life. Describe how the illness has affected your relationship. Have you ever significant other been affected by of your disease? And we have to sexually transmitted reproductive pattern. We have to have, has your sexual behavior changed? Do you experience any cardiac related symptoms during intercourse? Do you have any kind of medication effect ability to participate in sexual activities? Next one is a coping stress and tolerance pattern. Do you practice any stress reduction technique? Okay, describe your coping mechanism for stress. And do you have a cardiovascular symptoms like chest pain, palpitation during stress? Next is value belief pattern. What influence has your value belief system had during your illness? Do you feel any conflict between your value belief system and your planned therapy? Describe any belief that may influence treatment. Next is a physical assessment. There is a general appearance, facial characteristics, facial edema and earlobe creases. In this image you can see. For eyes, we have to see the pallor, jaundice, fundoscopic examination, xantho. Next, mouth, we have cyanotic lips, lesions in buccal mucosa, carotid and jugular vein pulses, jugular vein distension, jugular vein pressure. Okay. Next, this you can see thorax, long axis of body, apex, diaphragm. Inspection we can do. Palpation is that it identify the intercostal space, angle of Lois, niche, second intercostal space. This you can see. Percussion estimate the border right and left side of the heart. Auscultation S1 F5th intercostal space we have to do. S2 right second intercostal, S3 and S4 are the abnormal sound. Peripheral vascular inspection, hand, right, left pulses, clubbing of fingers, splunting hemorrhage, capillary filling time, collateral circulation of hand. Cyanosis, congenital defect, heart failure, vasoconstriction, cold environment. Clubbing of nails, endocarditis, congenital defect, severe anemia, splinter hemorrhage. Allen test. Okay, legs, peripheral pulse, cyanosis, cold lymph, edema, calf tenderness, clubbing of toes, varicose vein, positive hormone sign. Pitting edema, then status ulcer, poor venous return, varicose vein, incompetent venous walls, varicose vein, okay, hormone sign, calf tenderness. Conclusion, we have discussed about the assessment of cardiovascular system which helps to identify the disease earlier and helps to take off that. I think you people studied clearly studied about that cardiovascular assessment and physical examination. Okay, after this we'll go for the disease condition that I'll take in later class. Okay, for that please study well, because the most important, and you have to understand what is the physical assessment, how we have to do the physical assessment on physical examination of the cardiovascular system, because in every disease condition you have to do the physical examination. Okay, because before knowing the disease condition you have to collect the all physical examination history collection of the patient. Okay, after that only you'll get the conclusion. Okay, in this that physical examination we studied, physical exam generally will do from head to toe. Okay, head to toe we have to do the physical examination, and the physical examination step, I think you people study there. First we have to do the inspection, palpation, percussion and auscultation. Okay, these things also you have to study. Inspection, what we have to do in inspection, just we have to do the overlook, that is the observation we have to do. Okay, the person is a consciousness, the person health, active, okay, obese, thin, this we have to do. General appearance, inspection. Then after that is a palpation did any kind of fluid collection, for palpation for any kind of pain, percussion for any kind of fluid collection will be there. And that auscultation, the auscultation we have to had any kind of abnormal sound. I think you people, that in this cardiovascular there is a S3 and S4, there is a abnormal sound is coming. The normal sound will be there lub and dub. This is the normal sound. If it is coming the some kind of murmur sound, brute sound is coming, it means it is the abnormal sound is coming from the heart. It means there is a some problem, there some disease condition will be there. Okay, these things you have to notice and have to study. Okay, thanks class for listening.